I'm Fraser Cain. I'm the publisher of Universe Today. And if you're hoping to be one of those first human interplanetary explorers, you might want to know, how long does it take to get to Mars? The journey from Earth to Mars takes about 300 days. Every 2 years, Mars is at its closest point, only 55 million kilometers from Earth, and it's the ideal time to send a spacecraft. Travel time depends on the positions of the planets and how much fuel you're willing to burn. When you're trying to get to Mars, just like in a car, spending more fuel means a shorter travel time. The first spacecraft to make this journey was NASA's Mariner 4, launched on November 28, 1964, and arrived 228 days later. This was a flyby mission where the spacecraft took only 21 grainy photographs of the Martian surface. Since that first flyby, there have been a total of 21 successful missions sent to the Red Planet. This doesn't include a few partial successes and many failures. So why does it take so long? If Mars is only 55 million kilometers away, and if a spacecraft can travel at 20,000 kilometers per hour, you would expect the journey to take only 115 days, but it actually takes much longer. You can't just point your spacecraft at Mars and start firing your rockets, because the time you get there, Mars would have moved. Instead, spacecraft need to be pointed at where Mars is going to be. Then you follow a trajectory which gets you to your destination using the least amount of fuel possible. This trajectory is called a Hohmann orbit and was first proposed by Walter Hohmann in 1925. Here's how it works. You boost the orbit of your spacecraft so that it's following a larger orbit around the Sun than the Earth. Eventually, that orbit will intersect the orbit of Mars, the exact moment Mars is there too. If you've got less fuel, you just take longer to raise your orbit, which increases your travel time. Are you impatient to get to Mars and want to decrease your flight time? Here are some drawing board proposals to shorten the travel times. We could use nuclear rockets. These work by heating up a propellant to incredible temperatures and then blasting out a rocket nozzle at high velocity to create thrust. This gives you a higher thrust velocity with less fuel and could decrease travel time down to 7 months. Or there's a variable specific impulse magnetoplasma rocket, or VASIMIR, which use radio waves to ionize a propellant, which would then be accelerated out the back of the spacecraft using a powerful magnetic field. A VASIMIR engine could decrease Mars travel time down to 5 months. The most exotic solution is antimatter. When atoms of matter meet antimatter, they transform into pure energy. Just milligrams of antimatter would provide enough fuel to propel a human mission to Mars in only 45 days. But there's so many unknowns for creating and storing that much antimatter that it'll be decades before it's ready for a real mission. There are plenty more missions planned, and engineers will be testing out these new technologies and coming up with even more ideas. So maybe one day getting to Mars will be as quick and easy as going on a cruise or taking a road trip. Thanks for watching. Now make sure you click subscribe on our YouTube channel over here. And maybe you've still got some questions about space and astronomy, like this one or that one. And if you don't see the question you're looking for, then send me an email at info@universetoday.com.